It was named the school within a school for about the first, I'd have to say, until May of 2008. We opened in September of 2008. We had a teacher here, Sally Borden, and she was extraordinary. She knew exactly how children worked, and she was accepting of all children. She was the kindergarten teacher for many, many years, and then the nursery school teacher or the farmhouse teacher. And she was just exactly what I was trying to bring into this program. So I suggested that we name it after her. Andy Roden liked the idea. He called her husband in and asked if it would be okay if we named the school after her. And he burst into tears. He said yes. And then he told us that 2 of his sons were counseled out of Friends Academy because they were dyslexic. And I had no idea. And then he said, in fact, I'm pretty sure my wife is dyslexic too. So I've got goosebumps as I'm telling you this because some things are just meant to be. So it was named the Sally Borden School. But then that seemed so separate from Friends Academy. So we started talking about just calling it a program, part of the fabric of Friends Academy, because to me, one of the most important points that I needed to reach was full integration between these 2 incredible programs. And it was a little rocky at first because we had this Sally Borden program cog that was fitting into this well-oiled 200-year-old machine of Friends Academy. But I feel as if we did in a couple of years, we were fully integrated. So, and naming it program helped that a lot.
It was more open, there was a lot more caring people, and they wanted to know what I was feeling and if they could help me. And they were all about supporting me and what I liked. So they helped me find books that I like reading, because I had a hard time finding books that I liked because I didn't like reading, so they found books that I enjoyed.
Well, it's specifically in reading and writing and that type of stuff. Like in math and that, sure, it's just nice to be at Friends. But in those, in public school, I didn't have problems with that, like science, math. But with specifically reading, I can read so much better now. Like this year in 7th grade, we're working a lot on writing, spelling. But since I came, I can read books a lot faster. And so reading has improved dramatically, which is one of the things my parents wanted and I wanted. So it worked and is working.
I don't see ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, any of that stuff that I have as a bad thing. I just see it as I have this, some people don't. For me, it's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing, it's just a thing. I learn differently. I never really because when my parents told me, they were like, oh my God, it's gonna freak out. I was like, oh, cool.
I do individual or small group reading support, structured literacy using the Orton-Gillingham program. So I meet with kids mostly in groups of 2 or 3, and we work on reading skills, including decoding, comprehension, reading rate. Well, we had 5 staff members, I think, and the director, Catherine Gaudette, was our director. And I think I was the 6th, because I was even just part-time. I came on and saw this incredible program, and then Catherine pulled me in, and then I started on a full-time basis the next year. And I believe it was we had a second and third grade classroom, a 4th grade and 5th and 6th that year, and very few students, and we've doubled since then. I think our capacity right now is around 48, and we were all tucked away upstairs in Herring Hall in the same area. And I think the best thing we've done is to integrate the classes with the other grade levels. So each Sally Borden classroom is tucked in with the other classrooms?
They changed the lessons. Like, they weren't about getting all of this right. Like, they cared about they wanted me to make mistakes, and when I made mistakes, I learned more. Instead of having to be right all the time, and they didn't get mad, they just helped me through it more.
I'm Kendall Martis. I'm the director of the Sally Borden program at Friends Academy. I had worked as a speech-language pathologist for several years, and I started to specialize in working with students with dyslexia. I became Orton Gillingham certified and found that the Sally Borden program here at Friends was kind of the leader in terms of delivering the right kind of instruction for students with dyslexia. I found the community to be incredibly warm, caring, and I knew that it was a community that I wanted to be a part of. At Friends Academy, our mission is really to provide a safe and secure environment for children to learn. So I see the Sally Borden program as an extension of our mission, that we are providing that safe, secure place for our children to learn confidently and successfully. So that really goes back to our school's mission, and that's why I feel like the Sally Borden program highlights that portion of our mission here at Friends Academy. The Sally Borden program also really highlights the importance of neurodiversity in our community. It shows the importance of having different strengths. It's important for us to have different brains, otherwise life would be very boring. So our students are skilled in so many different ways, and it just enriches our community overall. So currently we open this school year with 48 students enrolled in the Sally Borden program in grades 2 through 8. So I know over the past 15 years the program has grown significantly, and we hope to increase our reach over time.
So my name is Jennifer Hughes. My daughter Jenna Hughes graduated from the Sally Borden program in 2014. She came here in 4th grade. Her first teacher, and I think it was her first year, was Jody Lawless. And coming here, it was Catherine Godet, who really, just her explanation of things and really understanding when I talked about what I thought was so significant, she really understood everything and just told us how this program would be so beneficial for my daughter. By far was the best decision as a parent that I think I ever made.
It's very gratifying. It is to see a child come from being timid and not even willing to participate to take whatever steps forward they have done. It makes it all worthwhile.
If it is one thing I have heard parents say to me and students who have come back, it is Sally Borden program changed my life. And I'll share this random moment I had. I was at an event and I struck up a conversation with the man next to me. And, we were talking back and forth. He asked me what I did. I told him I was an educational consultant and I help schools put support systems in. And he went, "Oh, my daughter goes to the Sally Borden program. Have you ever heard of it?" And I looked at him and I said, "I founded the Sally Borden program." And he was completely still. His eyes filled up with tears. And he looked at me and he said, "The Sally Borden program has changed my daughter's life. Thank you so much." And both of us were there at this happy event with my eyes filled up, his filled up, but that's what it does. You take these children who are struggling and parents who are desperate to find what they need, and you put them in a place that accepts them, that challenges them in a good way, appropriately, that helps them understand that they are not disabled, but they have learning diversity, that opens up the doors to success and reaching potential. And it is a life-changing moment.